What's going on, guys? Eddie of Fliptroniks. I'm going to be talking about if the iPhone 7 is worth buying in 2021. Okay, so I can tell you one thing. This phone is super budget. So if you're looking to get like an iPhone, but you don't want to spend a ton of money, I do actually really like this phone. Now, I still use it to this day. It actually can keep up with some of the newer iPhones like the iPhone SE2. And honestly, between the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 8, there really aren't a whole lot of differences. Now, as you guys are watching this, if you could smash the like button, I would definitely appreciate that. This is also one of the last iPhones, or one of the only iPhones, to have an aluminum backing on it, so it doesn't have an all glass design. Camera on it's got a 12 megapixel. Actually wanted to pull up some pictures I took of my Starbucks just the other morning here, so you can kind of just see what the camera looks like on it. Now, it doesn't have crazy telephoto zoom features on it, but the camera on it's really not that bad, and that's kind of what I'm trying to show you here. So, it can take some good pictures. I also recorded a quick little clip of my Starbucks because, I just had to do that, I guess. And you can kind of see, the camera on it. Video recording is good. It does 1080p up to 120 frames per second. It's also got some 4K on it as well. So other than that, it's got a 4.7-inch LCD display. This phone currently sells for anywhere between like $125 to $200, depending on where you get it. And of course, if you wanted to spend a little bit more money, you could always get the iPhone SE2, which I have right here. But it's going to cost you $400. And if you're trying to stay under that $200 price level, I just think the iPhone 7 is still going to be worth it. And, to be honest with you, the 7 will probably stay relevant, into 2023. I think the phone will still be good, and it's probably going to get all the iOS updates, which is pretty important. Clearly, though, the speed difference and, the camera and everything on that is going to be a little bit better on the SE2. But what I want to do next here is kind of just get into some of the performance on the 7. So I'm going to throw up a really cool high graphic game, F1 Mobile, just to kind of show you that this phone can handle some of these high graphic games. Like it plays COD Mobile, Fortnite, PUBG, and then of course F1 Mobile is it is a really high graphic game. So I'm going to do a little bit of gameplay on it here. Then I'm going to circle back to the SE2 because I want to compare a little bit more with this phone. So let's check this out. All right, so I didn't finish first in that race, unfortunately, but now I've got the SE2. I'm going to keep it below the iPhone 7. So what I want to do here is kind of just compare the displays. You can clearly see, though, right now the SE2 loaded up this game a lot faster. So there is going to be a little bit of lag, I guess you could say, when you're using the 7, but at the same time, it's really not that bad at all. Now, this is another high-graphic game. It's a first-person zombie shooter. I absolutely love it. I would say the loudness on these two phones, like when you're comparing how loud they are to each other, or just the overall loudness on the iPhone 7, it's got some, nice speakers on it for sure, and this phone has definitely held up well. I've had the 7, the one you're looking at right now, at least for 3 years. I mean, You know, I probably like lost track of how long I've had this phone, but you know, I still use it to this day. And you know, basically what I want to do here is try to get 100 kills on the survival mode on Into the Dead 2 on both phones. So let's kill some zombies. All right, so hit my kill target up there on the iPhone 7. I'm going to bring it down here to the SE2, and we're going to try to do the same thing here, get you know, about 100 kills in, and just check out the performance. So is the iPhone 7 worth buying in 2021? I'm going to have to say it's a big fat yes. You know, this phone is super budget. Like I said, you can pick it up between like $125 to $200. So it's going to be under that $200 price range. It'll also be good at least for the next couple of years, especially when it comes to getting some of those iOS updates. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you could smash a like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.